thinking about it, and it was probably obvious even as I was talking that the more I talked, the more I was starting to more so pull my thoughts together because I had them, but I didn't really have them like as thought out, I guess, as I wanted them to be. And I was coming to realizations as I talked, which is, a big part of the reason why I do these videos, whatever, to help get my thoughts together. Because, hey, I can't talk to someone else, might as well talk to myself, right? Anyway, I was reflecting on the things that I said earlier. I was still thinking about it, and I came to a conclusion that is actually even like darker than what I initially said, as far as like me not caring about people that I've like already known, and like how I feel about newer people and kind of giving them more so the benefit of the doubt and everything. But what I realized is to put me, they don't really care if we stop talking entirely. Like, that's really it. They've already shown me that they don't care. They've shown me how they feel. They show me how they act. There's no guesswork anymore. There's no benefit of the doubt to give because I already know how they feel and what they're going to do and all of that. So it's like, it is what it is, right? And so you just take it for what it is. And I'm at the point where I'm like, look, you've shown me what you've shown me. And since we barely talk anyway, and you're already not in my life, what difference does it make if you decide to not be in my life? Like, you're already not there. You're literally not affecting my life anymore. You're not there. You don't show up. So what difference does it make? As far as I'm concerned, you're already removed. Like, if you happen to talk to me again, it's like, oh, okay, I guess you do exist. All right. See how long this lasts. And it usually doesn't, so it is what it is. And I don't see the point in putting but so much effort or care into that, because it's like, it doesn't really mean much. Now, as far as new people, right? So the problem is, because I've been conditioned by old people to feel like they don't give a shit, right? When I go into talking to newer people, even though I do still have that benefit of the doubt / hope / all that stuff that I hate having, because all it does is bring you down when it doesn't pan out, which for me, it usually doesn't. The problem is, I kind of go into it already, at the very least in the back of my mind, feeling like they're not gonna care. Like, they're not. Because all I've been shown over and over, the repeat pattern is that people don't care about me. So this new person isn't going to care either. But because I realize that I have that thought, that's where that benefit of the doubt or whatever comes in. I say, well, okay, just because people in my past didn't care, those are those people. These are new people. They might be different. They might be exceptions to the rule. I shouldn't paint everyone with the same brush. So even though I still have this, underlying subconscious feeling that they are not going to care, this isn't going to work out, and it's a waste of my time, I still try to acknowledge that maybe this will be different. Now, I hate that I do that. I feel like I shouldn't. But I do, regardless of the logic I don't see in it. My emotions make me do it. And oftentimes I'm disappointed. Now, some may call it a self-fulfilling prophecy, like, because I, even if it's subconsciously or underlying in the back of my mind, whatever, go into it with that. Some would say that that's the reason why it doesn't work out, because quote unquote, people can feel it or sense it, or I do something that makes it seem that way. And so I, potentially make it happen with my attitude. Like, some people would say that. But I disagree because I feel like because of that, you know, hope that I wish I didn't have, I do go into it more with a blank slate, but it just still doesn't work out. And, I don't even think it necessarily, like I've said numerous times before, I don't even think it necessarily is a reflection on me. It could just be them not wanting to have more friends or a number of other reasons it could be. But at the end of the day, regardless of what the reason is, the end result is the same, right? There is not a new person in my life. And so it is what it is. But I've been conditioned for people that I've already known for them to act exactly the way that they always have. And therefore for me to not put too much into it and not care because it's not worth my time. And with newer people, unfortunately, because of that older conditioning, it affects that to a certain degree as well. And it makes me also not put as much energy and effort into new people because I do feel like it's going to end up being the same way that it's been with the older people. And the thing is, my energy reserves are not nearly as big as they used to be. I can't put up with nearly as much BS anymore. My tolerance is just so much lower than it used to be. I don't have it anymore. Part of the reason is because it doesn't get replenished by anyone or anything. My energy reserves are very low. And if they do somehow replenish in some way, it's not enough to sustain the effort that it takes to put into a new person when I already have this feeling that it's not going to work out anyway. And the thing is, usually they show me it's not going to work out fairly quickly. So I do overall ultimately save a lot of energy anyway. But, it is what it is, But yeah, I have been conditioned to not care, specifically with older relationships and unfortunately, consequently, with newer relationships as well. I don't show up the way that I know I should. But at the same time, I kind of don't know that I should a lot of times because I expect it to not actually work out well anyway. But even for people who do genuinely seem like they truly deserve my effort, like I said, I really don't have it anymore. I really don't have that energy. I don't. Even if they deserve it, I don't have it. I don't. Unfortunately, at this point, I think it would have to be, at least for a certain, I don't know how long, but a certain amount of time, it probably would have to be disproportionate. It probably would have to be the other person pouring a lot more into me than I am them. It would be unequal, unbalanced, and unfair, admittedly. And I don't like that, which is why, honestly, as lonely as I tend to be, I can't help but feel like I probably am better off this way. Like, I've kind of been chilling and thinking like, dang, I'm kind of glad nobody's really like hitting me up because I don't feel like talking to anybody. I don't feel like responding. I don't have an energy like that. It's crazy because I still like exercise and stuff. So I got the energy for that. I got energy for other stuff. I don't got energy for people though. I really don't. My energy, my tolerance, my everything for people is not there. It is gone. It has been conditioned out of me. I hate people so much, bro. Like, for real, I can't stand them. For me, just watching people, like whether it be on YouTube or a show or whatever, just observing people is enough for me. If there's someone who's like funny or they have an interesting opinion, whatever it is that I can just take in and I don't have to interact with them personally, that is the best. Because if I have to interact, nah, bro, I don't got it. Soon as I have to personally interact with someone, whether it's a conversation, driving, whatever it is, soon as I have to interact with people, I'm out for the count. I can't do it. But anyway, I just wanted to clarify real quick. I may come back on here later and talk about something else. We shall see. But